Hello, Divine Sunshiners. Stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. This is Divine Sunshine coming to you with a channeled message. I was listening to my Spotify. And the Spotify station was talking about that it's sometimes letting go is being seen as failure. And I was like, oh my God, that hits on a lot as to some of us why we are not letting go some things on this journey. Rather it be the dream or the karmic or the third party or maybe karmic situations is person, place, or thing. It's been brought to my attention that a lot of us is like one of the things like see like the religions cards they bring it to me. And it's got the religious factors and it's got that crown and it's just like right here. It says, it stops right here. It don't go all the way on. It always stops mid. And because of religious factors and spiritual factors, it said this is affecting your love life. Where is it that we felt like letting go is being taught to us as if it is a failure? Letting go our connections with groups or society or things, friends, or things that pretty much has been a big thing, a staple as to saying who we are as a person. It has been our identity. It seems in some ways where we are at this point where Spirit is saying that's another thing that we've got to, again, we're holding on to the ledge and they're like, let it go. Let it go. Letting go does not say you're claiming defeat. I got a confirmation. I hope that comes up on air where you can hear. That's where we're thinking. And rather, wherever it is on the journey, whatever you feel at this point that is needed, and if that's where you are, again, letting you know that again, those things that people that you felt like, oh my God, I really felt that we were really on one accord. We were really saying the same things. We believed in the same things. If you feel at that point that, hey, something about it seems like you have grown apart. We're not speaking the same language. We're not on the same page anymore. That doesn't mean that it is failure. Family members that, again, they can't get with your understanding of the spiritual beliefs that you're in now. What is it? Is it a cult or whatever? Letting go of that and saying, okay, well, I got to cut my own because right now where I feel like I'm being led, you're not on the same page. Where is it on the job that you stayed on and you know that it's time to let go, but you're saying, but I've been here for years, it don't make sense for me to let this go. I feel like I gotta stay here. Where is it in that relationship that you feel that, you know, this is it? I've invested so much time. How does it look of me letting this go? I feel like such a failure. Interested that they had came on today because at the same time I did a meditation with Synctuition, and they had one that was called Mystery, and it had like this shaman beat in it that made me kind of go out and do like a past life regression. I had singing of a choir in it that made me feel like some kind of way, like medieval times, that in one of my past lives, I was a knight. I was a knight that was in battle. I see me in battle, swirling the knife and the sword, going all the way around, and the person, and they explained why I had so much gut issues. They did it right here into my gut, right here in this area in my stomach. And I was like, oh, when I was listening, thinking about it, I said, oh my God, that explains so much why I have so much digestive problems because of that. They told me where it actually was in that part. But the thing that was, I was honored, very highly ranked for what I did on battle. But what I understood too, and I guess they didn't know that back then, that whatever kind of that had happened to be, some kind of way they had buried me, but it seemed like they had buried me still alive, because they had another part in the in this. If they have very good meditations too, intuition. You speak your voice, and you speak in your voice, they'll pick meditations according to your speech patterns to do that. So I did that. So evidently they was picking really good. So they did one part. It was like, you could tell it was like pebbles or something hitting on something tin. I interpreted it when I had did it. She said it's called the mystery, and you were unlocking the mystery. They had like some keys. I interpreted that I was a knight, and each time they would put dirt and little stones on it, it would hit my armor. And I was like, oh my God, I'm like, I'm in the body. And I said, I'm being buried alive. I mean, I'm here. But I was like, I'm saying to myself, they ain't got, my modern self is talking to my medieval self. They don't have the tools or the medical aid to be able to help you to bring you back, because really you're like at a brink that they could bring you back, but they ain't got the tools like they do now. Like now, they will revive you back. They'll have ways to do it, but that was it. So it was an interesting day that I had found a lot of the divine masculines were calling me today. I had 3 in a row. I felt like 3 wise men. One was I don't know what you would say, the past, the present, and I don't know if the DM will be the future, because it was interesting the order that they did. The guy that called me first was from the past. He was my past boss. The one is a DM and a good friend that I know now. And then the DM is called and said, okay, well, are you future? Well, we weren't talking about the future of folk call, but anyway. So yeah, well, wherever I am, it is the past, the present, and the future. And him being my other half, that's true too. Very interesting. Been all in my fields, very crying, very that, but I think it's because of the time of the month and the moon, especially being in Aries. Just affected me. I never cried so much, but anyway, just very open. So my thing is that something again for me to have that is another symbolism about the warrior and the divine masculine energies as far as our actions. It's time to put that to rest, that being defended. You fought a very good fight. You have got the honors for it. Now, the way in which you go about doing your actions and going about things, divine masculine energies, is now sources asking you to put it to rest. Rather, that was a past life thing or not. If I go by and actually dissect it and trisect it into what can be used for now, this is what source is asking for us. It's been very honorable, because I've seen myself go to the church and pray to the Mother Mary on the altar and the Jesus on the cross and stuff like that. Those things. And so it was like a hodgepodge of a whole different things, because I could hear somebody say, that's not historically correct. I can't have that and medieval and all that stuff at the same. Anyway, so again, even if it was that, that's what it unlocked in me when they did the shaman thing, which told me again, the night. We always have been told that again, that the divine masculine, some kind of way through the years of battling, has from one generation to another, has passed on the type of heart that knight's heart, that knighthood, where you leave your heart on the battlefield or at home, and you check out. Whichever way it is, whatever it is, Source is asking now at this time for the knight going out there to battle, having all that armor, all that extra stuff hiding in your heart, and all that. I think about that card, what's it called, the sacrifice, where she's got all this armor on, the emotions, and the female is right there, but you can't see her because she's behind all that sacrificing that you're doing. Source is asking for you to now to put it to rest. But you probably say, but I'm still alive. But again, with the things that's going on and the way you need it, like I said, the way you are representing yourself at this time is no longer needed. You fared well in battle, as far as in the world, how you moved, how you been, how you had your actions. And Source is now asking for you to lay that to rest. For where you're going for the new world, and the medieval was the dark ages. Remember that? That's where we had the dark ages. So now we're coming from the dark ages into the light, which is now where it's leading us for the Aquarius now world that we're going into. The dawning of the age of Aquarius. Moving into the light. No longer is that armor is going to be needed. You could be able to walk around as yourself. And let the light and spirit be your armor. No more material things like that armor, metal, which was heavy, hard for them. Also, all known that when you had that metal on, half time and somebody knocked you down, you got down like a turtle, and somebody else had to come around and help you, or if you knocked down, you stayed down there because, again, you were left there for your enemies to get. So this is where we are now. Spirit is asking us as our DM energies. That means the actions that we put forth to get things, that go-getter, that doer, out into the world, they're asking for it to die. I know that because I got visited by 3 DMs today. Past, present, and future. In that order. If that wasn't a sign to tell me about the DM, that DM energy's got to go. It's got to go. It's got to go. It's got to die. And some of them might be feeling like, but some of you might say, but I'm living, and now it's like death coming. But at the same time, they're saying, yeah, but you're not living. You're not breathing. You haven't lived yet. That's why I hear him say, you haven't really lived yet. Until you got rid of all that extra armor. So it can allow that heart, opening up that heart to be able to breathe and to be. So right now, that's what it is, getting rid of all that so we can have all of our being, so we can be able to live exactly. All right, then, this is my message. I had to stop. I'm going upstairs, going to watch my Dancing with Stars and just relax and be, because I've told myself I want to learn how to balance it out instead of being do, to be, so I can create that equal balance for within myself as well. So as always, this is the message that I have. I'm trying to see which station I'm going to put this on, because this is really divine, but this is a divine masculine thing as well, but it needs to be on both, so I might load them up on both of them, so either way. All right, then, as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. Love you.